goal line for the touchdown. Broke the plane just by jumping and using that 6'5" frame. And now they go for two to try to tie this game.
Everybody does the same thing on these quarterback sneaks. They try to submarine underneath, and that time Josh Allen right over the top.
It's a pretty cool wrinkle to that, right? With everybody going down there.
They've got some play that they have practiced almost every day in training camp, and we're about to see it. The most important play, the most practiced play that the Bills have in their arsenal.
Here it is. The throw to Coleman is broken up by Nate Wiggins. Game certainly not over. 3 timeouts, minute 58, multiple options on what Buffalo wants to do. But Wiggins keeps them from tying it.
Remember we were talking about the battle they had down the field? Look at that. It wasn't even started, and Wiggins is looking back in the backfield. He knew the ball was coming. Those one-on-one opportunities, and he was there to make a huge play. It's not over. This is plenty of time, plenty of timeouts.
And you were talking about the play you want to get to. Do you like getting to that play?
I wasn't crazy about where it was thrown. I know it was a bit of a back shoulder, but you've got a big size advantage right there for Keon Coleman. And, you know, it was sort of thrown body high, so.
Buffalo 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. They only tried 1 last year and converted it. Had 3 in this first game. Now they choose not to go for the declared onside kick here. And they're going to kick it off with 3 timeouts.
Absolutely.
.158 to go.
I think Derrick Henry's going to get a chance to make amends.
Justice Hill and Ali wait. It'll be returned again. It's Ali from the 6. Big hit. Bounces off and stays alive. Good tough running from Rashid Ali to keep this going at the 31-yard line, where Baltimore will take over with 1:51 and all 3 Buffalo timeouts.
Well, you know, for the Buffalo Bills, what they're going to do now, they're going to have to stack the line of scrimmage and take away the run and just hope somebody can make a play if, in fact, they throw the football.
If they stop them with 3 downs, the Bills can still get the ball back with about a minute 27 or so left. Crowding the line. Henry's got it. Russo over there. You see McDermott streaking toward the official, get the timeout at 1:45. So these multiple conversions as you go through the night and play the game out, here they are. These all 2-point tries.
Yeah, I think this was Keon Coleman stepping out of the back of the end zone. That did not count. Loss of down. Wiggins again there to make that play.
And then again, Allen on the move, throws it to Kyle Hamilton, who almost threw it back for a 1-point for Buffalo because he threw it back to a teammate. And then the last one a moment ago with Coleman. Now we're up 2nd and 9 coming up. And there may be folks who left, but those who are here are being heard. Hill is there in the backfield. It's Flowers to the edge. He goes down, knowing not to go out of bounds. Matt Milano is there. Timeout Buffalo, 1:39 to go.
Wow, they're going to have a chance. They are 1 play away from getting the ball back and only needing a field goal to win this football game.
With a guy who just got here Thursday in Matt Prater. Crazy.
This would be one of the gutsiest comebacks I think I've ever seen. Honestly, I mean, for this team, they've got to be exhausted. They've been chasing these guys up and down the field. And now here they are, 1 play. They need 1 play.
Does the ball leave the hands of Lamar Jackson?
I think you've got to throw the ball and try to win this thing right now. Lamar Jackson has to have it in his hands, but whether he throws it or runs it.
Play clock running down. Jackson with Direct communication to DeAndre Hopkins. They need to get to the 41. Flowers in motion. The Bills bring a blitz. And the throw is caught, but stuck shy of the first down. On the tackle by Christian Benford. Hopkins is down to the 38, and Buffalo will get the ball back.
And
unless they decide to go for
I'm going to say that you've got choices to make everywhere here. Your defense hasn't exactly been stopping the Buffalo Bills either.
But they're in field goal range if they get stopped here, right?
I got you. But you also have 3 timeouts on your side,
yep,
too.
You do, to get the ball back.
Yeah.
It is 4th and 3, and it is Brandon Codrington going back. Jordan Stout to kick it.
Have to play the fake first.
Codrington's a tough time fielding these kicks, and Stout's done a nice job to keep it out of his hands. The Bills will get a ball back around the 20. The whistles you hear, there's just 2 gunners going after each other here in blocking, but that is all cleaned up. No fouls. Here comes Josh Allen. But first, a reminder, Chevrolet postgame ahead. Melissa with the stars of the game. We'll look ahead to next Sunday night in Minnesota. Coming up right after the game. So, for a stadium that is seeing its 53rd and final season and has seen a lot of magical moments, this one would be right up there with any other. The Bills look down and out on this opening night. They were down 15 a short time ago, have rallied, and now a field goal could win it. Josh Allen starts from the 20. Underneath, brought in for 6 by Khalil Shakir. Buffalo, no timeouts. Matt Prater in this direction, warming up, made a 53-yarder, so thinking about getting it another 40 yards. Allen swinging sideline, brought in by Coleman. 7th catch of the night for Keon Coleman. First down, Buffalo with a minute to go.
Talking about looking like an MVP right now, Josh Allen looks in complete control. Just short, drive-starting completions to get this thing going. Plenty of time for him.
Allen gets away from the rush. He's got some space. He's going to take off and get out of bounds. Right around the 38, Roquan Smith was there hoping to hit him before he got to the sideline. That used 7 seconds.
And it's a good thing that Josh Allen's as big as he is, because he continued forward on the play and didn't get knocked backwards, which would have ended up stopping the clock.
Receivers are Palmer, Shakir, and Coleman. I've got movement there, no running clock, so no 10-second runoff.
Mike, what happened that time? Let the call be made.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They were up there at the line of scrimmage and making the call, and there was silence. And then Josh saw something and got excited, and he said, "Gold standard, go!" And his offensive lineman that time, Dion Dawkins, ends up jumping because of the excited nature of the way that Josh Allen made that call.
So they lose 5. It's back to 2nd and 10.
Ram out. Hey, alert it. Come on. Good. On the high side.
Dawson knocks in motion. Allen unloading, throwing. That's Palmer! Out of bounds at the 35. They're in field goal range. Remarkable.
Just absolutely zipped that throw in there. That was from the first quarter when he came out with that almost angry look. There's only a handful of quarterbacks in this league that could have made that throw right there. And now Baltimore has to start thinking about what they're going to do with their timeouts.
And they get it back to try to respond if Buffalo can score. So Baltimore brings some pressure, and Allen throws. It's caught on the run. Coleman tripped up at the 9-yard line. Timeout, Ravens.
I tell you, that may not be all bad.
Exactly.
Because if he had scored on that play, it would have given Baltimore and Lamar Jackson an opportunity to get the ball back. Now you're going to get into all those discussions. Now, I got you. We've got Matt Prater, another kicker, who's not their ordinary kicker, but this isn't much of a kick at this point. Do we even see the possibility of letting them score from here? And I guarantee you the Buffalo Bills are over there saying, even if they do that, take a knee on the 1-yard line.
Lamar, just shake your head, because we're all doing the same. Of course, the Bills have had remarkable comebacks in this stadium. You think back to the playoffs and Frank Reich, but the last win trailing by 15 in the fourth quarter goes all the way back to a wild one against the Jets. So 1st and goal, 2 timeouts for Baltimore. And the Bills' strategy will be interesting to watch. Do they try to score, and then does Baltimore let them?
I mean, I assume they're setting up for a kick at this point. You want to, at the very least, get rid of those timeouts. And I think we take it down as far as you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Allen takes a knee. Baltimore takes a timeout. They can take another one in, let's say, 3 seconds, but then they become powerless to stop the clock after that. And then, Melissa, it would turn to the veteran Matt Prater.
Yes, I talked to him right before the game during warm-ups. He, as you mentioned, took the red-eye to Buffalo from Arizona on Thursday night. He told me he finally feels like himself today after catching up on sleep. We talked about if he knows any of his teammates' names yet. He said, I'm learning. And I asked how he feels kicking here. He said since he's played here several times, he is very comfortable.
He has played 3 games here in his career. So hard to feel comfortable in this stadium, but he did kick here week 1 last year against Arizona. But this is now short stuff for a guy who's attempted 487 NFL field goals coming into tonight. And add 2 more to that here this evening. They've been working on Spencer Brown in these timeouts. The big right tackle has been cramping, getting a lot of fluids in there as the Bills are about to run their 77th play of the night. And it's victory formation. Harbaugh takes a final timeout. And now remember, Buffalo has no timeouts. So they have to have the strategy to get their guys out there quickly if they take a knee here and be set, not for a fire drill field goal, but the closest thing to it.
I don't know what to say.
Of course, a 2-score game when it was 40-25, teams in it. You're 1 play away, and we saw the fumble happen. But even at home, you just felt like the Bills lost their energy.
Would you have Josh scramble around and throw it away?
But then when he throws it away, you're going to leave Baltimore 25 seconds, right? No matter how long he scrambles.
Yeah, so you're just going to run the field goal team out there, yeah.
Which everybody practices, but they haven't done it with Prater. So he takes a knee, and now they go out there. And Matt Prater will come on for a game-winning field goal. 41-year-old who's been to the Pro Bowl a few times. He's made long ones. He's made game winners. Less than 100 hours in Western New York. As the clock runs down, Prater lines up for a game-winning field goal. From 32 yards, Prater made it! And the Bills open their final season in this stadium with a stunning comeback win.
Aaron Rodgers, he's been down this road many times in his career, trying to do it yet again. Rodgers, and that ball knocked around and ends up in the hands of Metcalf. That was wild.
That was awesome.
Off the ricochet.
bobbled, hit by Sauce, hit by Cisco, hit by Jonnu, back into the hands of DK.
That's an 11-yard reception. And the Steelers closing in on field goal range. They're there. Calvin Austin with the catch. Tackle from Stevens. We're down to 2:08 to play.
Wow. I grew up in Wisconsin. Antonio Freeman caught a ball in his back one time. That was crazy.
I mean, it's not quite the immaculate reception, but pretty impressive. Steelers, they're down on the scoreboard, but everything is pointing in the right direction for Pittsburgh. 2 minutes to play at MetLife. Season opener with the Jets leading at 32-31, but the Steelers are driving. Line of scrimmage is the 40 on a 2nd and 9 for Pittsburgh.
We're good.
Rodgers, quick hitter, catch by Smith, but the Jets sniff it out. Brings up 3rd and long now for the Steelers. This was the 11-yarder to DK Metcalf. How?
Just bobble ball, just bouncing all around. Somehow he's laying on the ground and ends up with it.
4 different players touch the football.
That last play is tough, Ian, because they're trying to do a quick little screen to Jonnu to get a couple yards to kind of guarantee field goal position, but it backfired and almost moved them a little too far back.
Yep. They still need 5-6 yards to feel comfortable. We're down to 1:13 left.
Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers takes a timeout. He was trying to get the Jets to jump.
Pittsburgh.
So 1 timeout remaining on both sides. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting, all the latest NFL scores and highlights. Week 1 around the National Football League. Right now, you're looking at a 61-yard field goal. Boswell career long is 59.
He's been reliable. He's been a phenomenal kicker for the Steelers. He's definitely hoping that his new quarterback can get him a few more yards at least right here.
Pittsburgh got off to such a tremendous start last season, only to see the year end wild card round against Baltimore. They made sweeping changes, and obviously the biggest one, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Right now they're asking him and this offense to put them in position to possibly win this game.
So let's see if they send a few guys to try and ensure that this gets knocked out of field goal range.
3rd down and 11. Rodgers, he will throw it. Sideline toss, up in the air, incomplete. Calvin Austin with Brandon Stevens. And now Pittsburgh has to make a decision.
They're looking for a flag. Little hand fighting there.
Austin was talking to the officials. He felt Stevens got his hands all over him. And now the field goal unit is on with Boswell.
It's definitely one of those, if you're a Steelers fan, you're looking for it. If you're a Jets fan, you feel it was clean.
This is a 60-yard attempt. It would be a new career long for Boswell. For the lead, sweeps the leg, 60-yarder! He's got it! Pittsburgh goes in front with 1:03 on the clock.
Plenty to spare. Boz.
No problem for Chris Boswell. He has been so consistent. 2-time Pro Bowler. And he nails it from long range for our 7th lead change of the day.
That had some distance on it. That was good from plenty.
So now the Jets will get the football. An exhale, sigh of relief from Tomlin. Celebration for Rodgers. And the pendulum swings to New York and Justin Fields. 34-32. The Jets couldn't convert on 2 two-point conversions, and this is a 2-point game.
The one timeout obviously comes into play here.
So Boswell will kick it off. Gibson and Smith are back deep. And it's going to be the rookie, Arian Smith, on the return. Smith's got major speed, but he gets taken down just across the 30-yard line. Coming up next, you can count on Game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader being a must-see matchup. The Lions and the Packers lock up at Lambeau. You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
And are they all like this? 66 points, 7 lead changes. I mean, this is everything you could possibly ask for.
JJ, get used to it. This is what life in the booth is.
Oh, I love it. And I get to work with one of the best in the business. Very happy to be here.
Well, that target line for the Jets on the Pittsburgh end of the field to give Nick Folk a chance. Fields, high throw, and it's handled by Tyler Johnson off the practice squad and contributing here in the late stages of the fourth quarter. The clock is moving, though, down to 44 seconds. Jets have the one timeout remaining.
You have to hand that ball to the official, or at least try and spot it yourself. Save a couple seconds here.
They pick up 7. Fields hanging tough in the pocket. Fields taking time. Downfield throw! Incomplete! Jalen Ramsey makes the play against Josh Reynolds. And the clock stops with 30 seconds left.
New addition to the Steelers paying off big here. Jalen Ramsey is going to be all over him. Almost runs the route for him as he runs just a little comeback. Had a chance to really finish the game there if he can haul that one in.
3rd down and 3 for the Jets.
These are the situations as a pass rusher. You just lick your chops. You know they have to throw it. You get to tee off.
Fields steps up, and Fields is hit as he threw the football. It's ruled incomplete, but now the Jets face a 4th down. Patrick Queen, he came firing through.
Terrell Austin pulling something out of his bag here, sends both linebackers at Fields, just overpowers the offensive line. Too many guys to block, and a beautiful hit there by Patrick Queen.
And this could be your ball game. 4th and 3. 25 seconds to go. 2-point lead for the Steelers.
Only 10 on the play clock. Got to get going here.
Fields on 4th down. Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made. And the ball is jarred loose. Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
No better way to introduce yourself to your new teammates than making a hit like this to end the game. Game on the line, 4th and 3, coming up with a massive, clean hit to end the game. What a ball game. What an absolute ball game these two teams have put on for us today.
Those two players were jawing at the end of the first half, and it's Ramsey who wins the battle.
4th and goal. Penix looking end zone. Penix throws. There are 3 flags on the play. 2 in the end zone. 1 back at the 11-yard line.
Pass interference, defense, holding, offense. We got another play coming, Kenny. Drake London just went out of the game.
There are fouls by both teams, and they will offset. Holding offense number 63. Holding defense number 35. Offsetting foul, replay, 4th down.
Offsetting penalties.
This is huge, though. Drake London is not in the game. He went out wincing in pain. Kadero Hodge comes in his place. So you have Kyle Pitts, Kadero Hodge, Bijan Robinson, and I'm looking to see who the Casey Washington as well. So there is the holding in the backfield. And then the second part, the pass interference. Servassier Dennis on Bijan Robinson.
So it's basically a do-over. Penalties offset. 4th and goal. Penix, pump fake, takes off, dives, ball comes loose.
Was his knee down
touchdown.
First? They're ruling it a touchdown.
The official on the near side came running in, and he says touchdown Atlanta.
Kalijah Kancey is holding on for dear life. I don't see a knee go down. I don't see an elbow go down. I see the ball cross the goal line. Hand down, no knee is down, the shin isn't down either. That looks like a touchdown, Kenny. That looks like a touchdown.
Ball scoring plays automatically reviewed.
Right on the field is touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Certainly appears as if the ball crosses the plane before either knee hit down.
What a play.
A wild last couple of minutes.
Oh, man, what an effort by Michael Penix. And let's think back to where this drive started and how it could have been 3 and out for them. Kyle Pitts has a completion. They ruled it incomplete. It was overturned. You have multiple penalties by the Bucs to bring them all the way down. And on 4th and goal, when they needed it the most, Michael Penix shows up.
The touchdown has been confirmed. An 18-play drive.
What a game.
The extra point is good. And the Falcons go back on top. They lead the Buccaneers by 3.
Buccaneers have 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. Need to get into field goal range for the tie or go for it all. Baker Mayfield is one of the quarterbacks in the NFL you would want to have in this position. Go back to the touchdown. And this is not what Penix is known for. Scrambling is not his forte. Kancey catches up to him very quickly, but he just extends, and the awareness not to allow any of his lower body extremities to touch the ground before he crossed the plane with the ball.
So Michael Penix Jr. in his 4th NFL start leads an 18-play, 91-yard drive, and he takes it in on 4th and goal from the 4 to give the Falcons the lead.
I mean, look at his demeanor. Look at the confidence, not too high, even keel. I see why the teammates rally around him. He's going to be a special player.
Here's Tucker on the return for the Bucs.
Uh-oh.
Tucker out across the 35. Setting up excellent field position for Baker Mayfield. It was Koo who brought him down. So 2:10 on the clock. Buccaneers with 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, trailing by 3 against a Falcon team that beat Tampa Bay twice last season.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, 12 career game-winning drives in the 4th quarter OT. Did it last time, Week 18 versus New Orleans. Set them up to win the division, went into the playoffs after that. This scenario is very interesting because the Falcons have 2 timeouts. So it can go one way or another, where if you allow them to score quickly, Falcons are going to rally right now with 2 timeouts as well.
1st and 10, 37-yard line. Mayfield over the middle. It's complete for a first down. Mike Evans.
2-minute warning.
Clock stops as we hit the 2-minute warning in Atlanta. Would still win the division for the 4th consecutive year. There's Michael Penix. Go ahead score. Bucs have gone 5-1 against the other division rivals over the last 3 seasons. Here's Irving, and he is met immediately after making the catch by Jesse Bates.
Baker Mayfield hoping that Bucky could have gotten out of bounds. Jesse Bates with the awareness, make sure to tackle him inbounds and keep the clock running.
2nd down and 9. Mayfield escapes pressure. He's hit as he throws. And the pass incomplete.
This is a nice job. Ulbrich is going to dial it up. He has Caden Ellis coming off the edge. Luke Gedeke doesn't account for him. No one accounts for him. He comes clean. And Baker Mayfield does a tremendous job avoiding the sack, throws the ball away, stops the clock. That could have been disastrous for the Bucs.
Third down and 9 from midfield. A minute and a half remaining. Play clock winding down. They get the snap away. Mayfield over the middle, it's caught. The Bucs pick up a first down. Sterling Shepard to the Atlanta 40.
It looks like the Falcons are going to live and die with the pressures on this drive. And if the Buccaneers offensive line can hold up, Baker Mayfield's going to find the open guy. Another 5-man rush.
Mayfield moving to his left. And then he throws it away, and a flag. He took a hit at the end of the play.
Terrible decision.
O'Roro chasing down Mayfield. And then the flag.
Rook Ororo is watching him throw the ball away. You do not have to do that. There's no reason to do that. I like that the officials are discussing it, but don't let it in the officials' hands. Just lay off.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 98. A 15-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, I understand Raheem Morris is upset, but they immediately take Rook off the field because you don't want to be in that position. He hustled all the effort, and it's ruined now from a bonehead end of play, costing them 15 yards.
So the ball will be spotted at the Atlanta 25. Tampa Bay Buccaneers trailing by 3. Bucs formation to the right side. Mayfield on first down, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown! Ibuka with his second of the game. "25 yards from Mayfield to the rookie. Ibuka. Tampa Bay with 59 seconds on the clock. Back
There's
on top.
Ibuka on the outside. Mike Evans takes up Jesse Bates to safety. He bites on that and leaves Ibuka one-on-one with Mike Hughes. Baker Mayfield with the ball placement. How many times did I say that today? The ball placement is outstanding. It's superb. And he put it on the dime for Emeka Ibuka for the touchdown.
The extra point is no good. Off the upright. So it's a 3-point game.
2 timeouts for the Falcons. A minute left.
So the missed extra point means the Falcons only need a field goal to tie it.
Mike Hughes actually had really good coverage. That is a beautiful ball by Baker Mayfield. Ibuka with the outstretched arms for the easy touchdown. And there's Baker Mayfield. Remember, he had a couple throws he wanted back earlier in the game, early in the second half. He put it right on the money for Emeka Ibuka.
Mayfield's third touchdown pass today. The second to the first-round pick out of Ohio State, Ibuka. Just under 1 minute remaining. Our game summary. Penix in his 4th career start. 250 yards in the air. Scored a touchdown with his legs moments ago. And now the Falcons trailing by 3. Get the ball back in the final minute.
Flag
Brooks
on the play.
Stop shy of the 25. Flag was thrown. It's against Atlanta.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 4. A 10-yard penalty, first down, Atlanta.
That's on Garrett Hodge.
This is going to be a tough series. I don't see Drake London back out there. You have Ray McCloud. You have Garrett Hodge, Kyle Pitts. Now you have the 2 timeouts. You don't have to start slinging it down the field. You can move the ball, use one of those timeouts to save a little time, and then continue to get chunk plays, right? That's what you're looking for.
How big was that missed extra point? How McLaughlin connected.
Yeah. Casey Washington at the top. He's in place of Drake London.
Instead of having to drive 86 yards for a touchdown, a field goal would keep the Falcons alive. As Penix steps up, takes off, and then slides, picks up a first down out at the 26-yard line.
Right. Raheem smartly uses a timeout.
Stops the clock at 43 seconds. Three-point game. Buccaneers leading the Falcons. And next week, America's Game of the Week. Super Bowl champion Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts, going up against Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the Chiefs. Special 2-hour edition of Fox NFL Sunday. They will be on hand in Kansas City. 11 a.m. Eastern next Sunday on Fox here in Atlanta. 43 seconds on the clock. Penix and the Falcons trailing by 3. Penix on first down, fires, it is caught and taken up the sideline by Ray McCloud. Another Falcons first down out to midfield, a gain of 24.
There is a big arm of Michael Penix. Ray McCloud, the best route runner for the Falcons, and you see how Michael Penix zipped that ball all the way out there from the far hash, getting it outside the numbers on the money for Ray McCloud. He's able to pick up some more yards, and now they're in a great position. 1 timeout, 36 seconds. You see how big and how live Penix's arm is. You have to be careful that he can take a real shot down the field.
From midfield on first down. Penix complete. Another first down. Kyle Pitts to the Tampa Bay 36.
And now they're in field goal range. Timeout, Atlanta Falcons.
14 yards from Penix to Pitts. 27 seconds on the clock. Raheem Morris using his final timeout. There's Younghoe Koo. His career log is 58. Falcons already have penetrated to the 36-yard line of Tampa Bay, so even if they do not get any more yardage, it will be a 54-yard attempt for Koo.
We've given a lot of credit to the Buccaneers offensive line. We need to give credit to this Falcons offensive line. They've really held up. We haven't heard Hassan Reddick's name much. He had a couple plays, but Elijah Wilkinson has done a good job on that side. Haven't heard much from Yaya Diaby either in the pass rush.
From the 34, Penix dumps it off to John Robinson. Remember, no timeouts for Atlanta. Clock continues to run.
They have time to clock it. They'll be able to do it.
Penix will spike it here with 9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they were a little worried that Bajan was trying too hard to get those extra yards, but it works out fine. 9 seconds left. You want to take another shot, you can take a shot to the end zone. Penix has the arm to do it. You take a shot for a 7 route, which is up 15 yards, back pylon the end zone, or you can try for a seam route, right down the middle with Kyle Pitts.
This was the previous play before the Penix spike.
He stepped out of bounds.
Looked like Robinson was out of bounds, but they did not call it on the field, and they already.
After review, the ruling is the runner stepped out of bounds. The ball will be placed at that spot. Second down.
Well, they have to add time back now.
So even though they already spiked the ball in the next play, they did go back and look.
That usually doesn't happen.
Right.
Yeah. They're going to have to figure out the time.
Clock operator, please reset to 21 seconds.
Now the fans are cheering because it becomes a 2nd and medium with about 21 seconds left. 2nd and 4 with 21 seconds left.
So they may have been looking at it prior to the spike.
Yeah.
Which is why they will reset the clock.
21.
Move the ball back to the 30.
And the 21 seconds is huge because you can still complete over the middle of the field a quick play and then clock it again. They don't have to throw to the outside.
Second down and 4. Penix complete. Pitts running for the sideline. Picks up the first down. Steps out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Down to 16 seconds.
Well, Zach Robinson coming from that Sean McVay lineage. How many times have we seen Sean McVay, when everyone thought he'd be conservative, go over the top with an aggressive play and score a touchdown? I can see Zach Robinson wanting to dial it up. It stinks that Drake London's not in, but you have some guys that can still get down the field and take that shot.
Here's Penix.
There it is.
On first down.
Oh, nice play. Nice defensive play.
Antoine Winfield Jr. makes the play. Penix was looking for Washington.
That's a heck of a play. Antoine Winfield Jr. I think he's the only one that recognized that there's a possibility they can take a shot. Plays right through the hands of Casey Washington. If he misses that, that's a touchdown. That's a tremendous play by Winfield.
Down to 11 seconds. Here's Penix, throws. Oh, to the end zone, no flags. Jamel Dean defending.
There's Kadero Hodge, he's running a go route. Jamel Dean smartly just plays off. No contact constitutes a pass interference. It was fine. And I don't know what happened there. He took his eyes off the ball, or he thought he wasn't going to be an option, but he certainly had a chance to make a play on that football.
So here is Koo. This will be a 44-yard attempt. Remember, the Bucs, McLaughlin missed the extra point moments ago. Would have been a 4-point game. This is for the tie. And now the Bucs call timeout. This was following the last Tampa Bay touchdown. McLaughlin off the upright would have given the Bucs a 4-point lead. But instead, Koo with an opportunity to tie the game here. He's hit from 41 and 36.
This game went just as we imagined, huh, Kenny? Just as we drew it up.
All right, here we go from the left hash. 44 yards out to tie the game. Koo from 44. It is wide to the right. No good.
Handed off to McCaffrey. Short gain inside the 10. A minute 49 and a timeout taken by Mike McDonald here. First one used by Seattle.
30-second timeout. Reset the game clock to 150. Thank you.
Seattle was really good in close games last year. San Francisco was 2-6, and in this league, you're going to play in close games more often than not. 13-10 with 1:50 left.
And again, think back to the sequence of events at the end of the first half. San Francisco has the ball under the 2-minute warning with possession, knowing they come out of the half, getting possession again, missed the field goal. Seattle goes down and steals 3 of their own, and that's the difference in the game. And they're back in a very similar situation now here at the end of the second half. It's
blocked field goal as well. 2nd down and 9. They can get a first down at the 2. Purdy steps up, has McCaffrey inside the 5. He's thrown down by Tyrese Knight and Ernest Jones. And it's 3rd down and 2. Second timeout used by Seattle here with 1:44. Preserving as much of that clock for a strike back as he can. The Seattle defense led the way in the 10-win season in his first year. Has done it again today. Can they stand tall one more time?
So if I'm Shanahan, I am not afraid. Whatever my best play is, this is 3rd down, gotta have it. Whatever my best play is. If it's a run, great. If it's a pass, great. If I'm him, I'm getting the ball to number 23. However I can, because I'm going for the win.
He swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tonjes, who had never caught a pass in the NFL, has caught 3 today, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1:34 left.
Wow. What a play by Purdy. Nobody happier in this stadium than George Kittle. Unbelievable job just creating second reaction scramble drill, and then probably the guy we least expected coming into this game to play a critical role. Made countless big receptions on that drive, and
hold your breath here a little bit for the extra point. Moody out of the hold from Morstead. Snap from Weeks. He's got it. I mean, you might literally be right. Out of the 53-man roster, who is the last guy that you think is going to make an impact? It might have been Jake Tonjes, but the injury to Kittle, Tonjes gets his chance, and man, does he take advantage of it.
Yeah, so they go empty. I don't blame them for throwing the ball. They're going for the win, and just Purdy's ability to keep the play alive kind of throws it up for grabs. Again, Riq Woolen just misplays the ball in the air. So what they teach them is now they call it plaster. So you'll see you got to get your eyes on your nearest defender. Riq Woolen's looking at the quarterback. When the quarterback breaks the pocket, plaster technique is get your eyes and your hands on the nearest receiver and stick to him. He kind of loses track of Tonjes and misplays the ball. And man, after a day that's been up and down, some turnovers, some field goal disasters, when they needed it the most, Ricky Pearsall on the double move to spark them, and just like we all predicted.
Jake Tonjes.
He wins. He takes the lead for now, but again, still a lot of time left for Seattle.
And a touchback here with 1:34, and this is part of where Sam Darnold made his name and then made his money in this contract coming to Seattle. He had 5 game-winning drives last year, leading the Vikings to 14-3. And we've talked about it throughout the day. They don't need too much from him. They need just enough. Well, now they need something from him. Down 4 with 1:34 and 1 timeout.
Again, I want to go back to Seattle's decision with about 3.5 minutes to go to settle for that field goal. By taking the 3-point lead, it puts San Francisco in a little bit of a different approach than even if they failed being a tie game. So it's a lost opportunity on the previous possession. Now you find yourself down by 4.
And trying to make up for it. Last chance for the Seahawks. Darnold lets it rip, and Smith and Jigba, who's had a big day, gets 11 to start this drive. That's the 8th catch for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You got tons of time now. You can throw it anywhere on the field. You still have a timeout in your back pocket.
Given all day. Sideline almost broken up there, and then it was. He had Upton Stout retreating and Renardo Green flying in there to break it loose of Smith and Jigba. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Upton Stout, the young rookie, does a great job. You see him, he's the flat defender, but he gets just enough depth to get his hand on that ball because he's got Jackson Smith and Jigba open, but it's that deflection. See Sam, he knows, he just couldn't quite rip that one in there.
With a minute 13, 2nd and 10. Darnold, one-on-one, Smith and Jigba! They went back to Smith and Jigba, and he beat Green. 41 yards to the 14.
So Clint Kubiak, he looked across on that last possession of the 49ers and saw the Ricky Pearsall double move, and he said, all right, I've got one of those double moves in my back pocket too, and the go-to guy all day has been Smith and Jigba. Watch, he sells the out, up, and just that double move, ball's put on the money, and Seattle's in business. Remember, they still have that lone timeout, over a minute to go in the game, so they have all the time in the world. You just can't take a sack.
From the 14-yard line, a flag is down. Darnold throws incomplete. Looking for Kenneth Walker.
Somebody, I think they lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense number 47 was lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
That's the 8th penalty of the day on Kyle Shanahan's team. Bryce Huff.
Wow.
And now you start to, if you're Kyle Shanahan, look at your own 3 timeouts and a chance to buy as much time as you can.
All right, so they're going to call. So Huff, he's going to move. He's stemmed out.
First down and 5 inside the 10.
Getting a man zone check. He knows it's zone defense.
Full playbook at his disposal. Hands it off to Walker, who's stopped by Bosa. A gain of 1. 2nd and 4. 53 seconds and counting. Kyle Shanahan not calling a timeout yet. And Kubiak, first game as the OC here. Sends in a call for 2nd and 4. Darnold hit as he let it go. The ball is loose. The 49ers have it. It's Bosa. Nick Bosa and the 49ers closing the door on the Seahawks.
Yeah, so it was Bosa, but he drives Abe Lucas, the right tackle, square into the arm of Sam Darnold. Take a look. When Sam takes that handoff, watch where he hits. He hits right on the backside of Lucas, and that ball is out. He just said the one thing they can't have is a sack, and they get a strip, sack, fumble to all but end this.
Early on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the defense for taking his helmet off. It's half the distance to the goal. It's first down, San Francisco.
That's on Lenore after the play. And I don't know about you, Greg, but reading between the lines some of the quotes from Nick Bosa this offseason, it seems like he was a little bit extra motivated. You see Parsons get the deal that he got, and Bosa, Player of the Year in 22, really good the last 2 years, just not quite what he had done in his Player of the Year seasons. Extra motivated and stuffs the stat sheet and ends the game on this one play. It was not a smooth ride, but it ends in smiles, and Robert Saleh's return to the San Francisco.
It's Stafford on 1st and 10, rolling, throwing, caught. Oh, it's knocked away with a big-time hit by Alshire. Was it a catch? Is it loose? They're waving it off. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. What a hit by Azeez Alshire.
Get up, get up, get up.
Let's see if he has possession long enough. Catches it,
1 step,
tucks it,
2 steps.
Helmet pops it out.
That's close.
That's going to be close.
And who jumped on it? The Texans looked like
got
they
it back.
did. Yeah, they did get it.
Or didn't get it back. The Texans ended up with the recovery.
But my goodness, that was close. Right on the fringe, right of a complete 1, 2.
And there D'Amico throws the
I think
throws the challenge flag. So
that could be a fumble, and look where it would occur if indeed the Texans were to hold. It'd be huge.
That would be huge for the Texans right now if they were able to get this.
Gene Steratore, rules analyst, is with us. So, Gene, it looked like it was...
Is that a football move?
Bordering on 2 steps. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you take a look, Kev, at the back foot that Parkinson has down when he initially possesses the football, we'll count that back foot as the 1, and then you see 2 more steps after he loses, or after that, before he loses the football. So in lieu of the football move, you have 3 steps, I think, clearly down. That would constitute the completion of the catch. So I think we have a catch fumble. See, there's the right foot down there, left foot right. 2, and now the 3 with the right foot. I think you've met all the elements.
Yep.
Yes, fellas.
Good description.
And now the next thing, because it was ruled incomplete, they have to determine who it is that recovered. That's why you continue to play here, right? That was a rule that they put in before.
I like that, and I like that they let him play, right? Right, Gene? You want to get the play to completion.
Yes, I think you definitely do. You're slow on your whistles because of these plays and the replay aspect of that.
After
and then
review,
the immediate.
the ruling on the field is that the receiver caught the ball, fumbled, and the ball was recovered by Houston. It'll be first down and 10, Houston.
Gene's all over it. He's in mid-season form.
How can a man be so good so early in a season? Gene, my goodness.
I've got great guys setting me up here, Kev. You and Trent make this thing pretty easy. You're making it pretty easy for me today.
Well, great. Thank you, Gene. And boy, that is a gigantic break. The defense of the Texans comes up with one of the biggest plays of the game.
It really is. We've mentioned it. They're using up clock. There's 4 minutes to go in the game. They could have used up another couple of minutes or forced the Texans to use timeout. They're in field goal range already, so it would have made it an 8-point game. A touchdown would have made it a 2-possession game. Now, all of a sudden, a 5-point game. You've got the football, 4 minutes, 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning.
Chubb a block, 1st and 10. Stroud to the side, caught right there. Stover. And ushered out of bounds by Young and others. They get out to the 25-yard line. They pick up 6. 2nd down and 4. And coming up after the game, time permitting, the State Farm postgame show. Scores, news, and highlights of Week 1 in the NFL. All coming up on the State Farm postgame show.
And really, Kevin, think about Houston hasn't done much here in the second half. Most of the yardage that you see, they've got almost 240 yards of offense. Nearly 200 of that came in the first half. So the defense of the Rams has been outstanding here in the second half.
Chubb, 2nd down and 4, and look at him take it up to the 35-yard line. Big run by Chubb. Tackled on the play by Kinchins. A run of 10, a 1st down for the Texans, who have all their timeouts.
Well, that's why you keep it close. It just takes it to a 1-possession game, and that's what you're trying to do.
Chubb today, 10 carries, 40 yards. His first game as a Texan. The quarterback, Stroud, 17-24, 167 and a pick. The tight end, Stover on the move. Chubb again. There's the hole over the center. Patterson, and look at him dig out to the 45-yard line. Brought down by Young. He picks up 9 after a run of 10. Nick Chubb.
And what I loved about Chubb is they said he was working out at his high school, right? He was trying to get back in the NFL. What's going to happen? Who am I going to sign with? Where am I going to go? I'm going to go back to my roots. I'm going to go back to my high school and train. And that's when the Texans came calling. And right here on this final drive, they've gone to him a couple of times and come up big up the middle.
2nd down and 1. Stroud, Chubb, and may have lunged. He did to get the 1st down. Gets across, hit on the play by Spates. So they begin at the 19. Chubb has had runs of 10 and 9 on this possession after a fumble deep in Texan territory by the Rams. That was a nice run. Here we go, 1st and 10 after that 1st down run. Now by midfield.
I don't know if they were set. I don't know if the Texans were set. They snapped that ball really fast, trying to catch the Rams.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 87.
Illegal
it's a 5-yard
shift.
penalty. Still 1st down.
And Chubb has come out, and they put the rookie Woody Marks in. This Chubb's going to get a breather. All the injuries.
Why, my guess is the illegal shift was the fact that they weren't set. You have to be set for a full second. Sorry about that, Kevin. Yeah, Chubb did.
Just what he's overcome and him finding a new offense. And here's a line that now has 4 new players, and if you include the center, Patterson, who's taking the place of the injured Jake Andrews, another one. 1st and 15, underneath they go. There's Collins, makes the grab. Witherspoon makes the grab on Collins. It's up to the 44. He picks up 4. The clock is ticking. 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 11. Trying to sneak in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Marks, the rookie, remains. And that ball is batted down. Nice deflection by Stewart. Josiah Stewart, a rookie out of Michigan, comes through. He was the first defensive draft pick in this past draft by the Rams. Big play right there, bringing up 3rd and 11.
Well, that is a huge play, because even if you get 3 to 5 yards, something like that, it makes it more manageable 3rd down, and that just tells you the amount of bodies that they're counting on that defense in front. That front 7, they want to rotate, keep guys fresh, get after the passer, trying to get the crowd cranked into it here on 3rd and long.
Big play, 3rd down and 11. Agunbowale is the back. Play clock at 2. Got it off in time. Agunbowale the block. The pressure is there. The throw. Intercepted. Picked off by Kinchins with a flag thrown. Back at the 31.
Well, they're saying it was out of bounds, so that, as far as the ball changing possession, just whether or not.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh, they got the quarterback. It's a roughing the passer against the Ram defense.
15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That's huge on 3rd and 11 with the 2-minute warning.
Kobe Turner picks it up. Watch number 91. Late hit after Young had him. 2-minute warning in Los Angeles. Here in Los Angeles, the 2-minute warning, 1:57 to go. The Texans forced a Ram fumble at the 19. They've taken it back, and now they're at the 41-yard line of Los Angeles. 3 timeouts, 1st and 10. C.J. Stroud blitzes on. Outside it goes. Agunbowale. He's got the first down. Chased by Curl and out of bounds. And he stops the clock. A first down catch and run. Put him near the 25. Picks up 15 for the Texans.
You're going to see the pressure coming in clean, but that means nobody's got Agunbowale going out to the flat. The defender in the middle of the field has to get over there. But with pressure, Stroud has to get rid of the ball quickly, and nobody assigned to Agunbowale as he hits the flat for a first down and gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
First and 10. Stroud. And he's got him underneath. It's caught by Agunbowale. Fumbles the ball, and it's loose. And it's recovered by the Rams. Big hit by Landman. Oh, calamity.
What a play by Landman. At the other end of the field, we talked about the turnover and the ball coming out on the tackle, getting helmet on ball. Parkinson right there that we were showing, he was the one that had the fumble. This time Agunbowale, and you see the punch of Landman.
Fisk is the one to get it, vacuums it in, but the play by the newest Ram defender, Nate Landman. The team's trading turnovers.
Wow. Well, and the Texans have all 3 timeouts, so this isn't over. All 3 timeouts. If they can get a 3 and out, it still gives their offense. Now they're going to have to work their way back down the field again, potentially.
Nakua with over 100 yards, receiving in motion. And the run right here goes off to Kyron Williams. A flag is thrown. The tackle made by Rankins, and he's up to the 28.
Well, and that saves the timeout.
Holding. Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty. Still
and
first
that's
down.
on Davis Allen, the tight end, who caught a touchdown earlier in the game.
Agunbowale turns up. Now watch the left arm of Landman. He's not even going for the tackle. He's just going strictly trying to punch the ball out.
He sure was. What a play. And they got him to help with run defense, but he comes up with the biggest defensive play so far for the Rams. But that penalty pushes him back to the 14, where now it is 1st and 20. Ogunbowale is reliable and has had a career that has put him with a couple different teams and is an important part of that offense, especially on passing downs. 1st and 20. Williams the back, and Stafford the handoff to the running back, who tries to find some kind of gap and was hit there initially by Petrie, helped by Bullock, and a timeout taken. And the gain is out to just beyond the 17-yard line of the Rams. That is only, by the way, for Ogunbowale, that is only the second lost fumble of his NFL career in his 9th season. Dare Ogunbowale. So a timeout taken. The Texans take it. 1:33 to go in the game. And it's been a one-score game throughout.
It really has been. And, you know, if you're the Rams, you know, conventional wisdom says you run the football here, force the Texans to take another timeout. Another thought is you can go play action, try and get Devontae or Puka one-on-one. And
couple tight ends, 2nd down, 16. It's Williams. Getting a block inside there from Avila, and he takes it up past the 25. Another timeout taken by Houston, out to the 26 of the Rams. That's a pickup of 8, and it'll be 3rd down. So now the Houston Texans have 1 timeout left. So we have 2 division champions from a season ago. Both teams finishing 10-7. It has been close throughout. Texans jumped out early with field goals, and then Los Angeles came back, a 13-yard touchdown pass to the tight end Davis Allen in a game that has seen Puka Nacua go over 100 yards receiving, and Matthew Stafford crossed the 60,000-yard pass mark, becoming the 10th quarterback in the history of the game to reach that. Here is a big 3rd down and 8 after the Texans just fumbled deep in Rams territory. To the air, blocked by Jackson. He's got Nacua. Oh, and he got by Petrie, and down the sideline for a big-time 1st down to the 46-yard line of the Texans. It's a 29-yard catch and run by Puka Nacua.
Well, I said it before the 2nd down play. If you think conventional, you run the football, force them to use the timeout. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, get a play action going, try and get a sure completion, push the ball up the field, and that's what they did. They got the bootleg out to the left, which they've used a few times today. Stafford going over there to Sean McVay. They're a little fired up.
251 yards through the air for Stafford, 21 of 29. Here he lines up in the victory formation, down to a knee. It's 2nd down. There is 1 timeout remaining, as you can see, for the Houston Texans. It's almost here, the first time ever, the MTV VMAs, live on CBS tonight. You won't want to miss the TV event of the year, right here on CBS, live after this game. Clock is ticking. Ogunbowale, who has been effective for this team in a 3rd down capacity, caught the ball, and then it was punched out by the newest Ram defender from the Atlanta Falcons, Nate Landman. Again to a knee.